Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, tonight's question is: should Steffi had cut Holt's fashion line on the Bold and the Beautiful? I'm going to sit there and say yes. Now, my review that's coming out in about 20 something minutes, give or take, because it's just taking forever to upload on my tablet. Um, I go into the reasons of why, just to shortcut it. The line ain't making any money. Okay? The line is losing the company money. The only reason why that line was actually still existing up until this point was because of Ridge. So the fact that Brooke came out her mouth, we're gonna get into all of it. Okay? Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. Let's sit there and do a quick roll call to get this started. Lashanta is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Ma is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Mr. GQ, Amy H is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Danny R is in the chat. How you doing tonight? See, my man. See, listen, Black Man always knows what he's talking about. My guy always knows what he's talking about. Okay, I'm gonna sit there and fix me a drink, play some music, and let's have some fun tonight. Glad to hear that, Danny. Oh, Lashanta, don't think I didn't forget about what you said before. I remember your comment. We're gonna talk about that comment too. What did you say I was doing, Lashanta? I was working overtime to cover for Sharon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about we talk about that, Lashanta? I'm doing really good, Black Mon. I feel like I'm crushing it. 4 reviews in one day, and a long ass day, and I'm still here. So I'm crushing it. Kristen, how you doing tonight? Gemini. There we go. There we go. I love it. Oh, so I would Lashanta, why don't you sit there and tell the class how am I working overtime to defend Sharon? Sharon hasn't actually done one thing that's been out of pocket. She's been normal and calm for a mother in her circumstances, in her situation. Come on, Lashanta, you got to sit there and tell me why. Hope is whining, absolutely. And what's good, Gemini? It's good to see you. Yes, cut that effing line. Here we go. Like, there you go. Cut that goddamn line. Cut that felon line. I can't believe Brooke sat there and said, well, if Steffi would have wanted to cut the line, would you have actually supported her? Are you serious? First of all, how dare you sit there and put Ridge on the spot like that? What has she done that's been all unhinged? But that's the thing. This is the reason why I actually love doing these wine reviews. Because I don't see how she's been unhinged. Gemini says hope for the failure keeps getting a chance because Brooke is sleeping with Ridge. Hmm. Queen Acacia. We are joined by royalty tonight, of course. It's good to see you. I'm just looking at that. I'm like, yo, listen, that's so not right to sit there and put him on a spot like that. He saved your daughter's life. I come in peace and people are leaving in pieces. I like that. That's not what she said. That's just me just ad-libbing it. Danny says, I very enjoyed Sonny and Rick's scene. It was very interesting. Can't wait for more scenes, both of them. Okay. Gemini says, hell yes, Brooke. Hope for the failure needs to go, and actually what has Hope done? It was Thomas that, there we go. There we go. Okay, now Lashata said talking to herself. Okay, yeah, but that could be the medication. That comes down to the medication now. The medication is not exactly kicking in. So yeah, and she's actually told her family that she's been seeing people and talking to herself. But they haven't been outbursts and stuff. Like honestly, tell you, her outbursts are normal and justified. Lucy was totally out of line by sitting there bringing up Cassie, and she did it because she was selfish. How you doing tonight, Laura B? She did it because she was selfish. She's a selfish kid, and she comes across as a brat. And to be honest, any other parent that would have actually been in her situation would have did a lot worse. They would actually, yeah, she didn't even raise her voice. Kristen says, when you have two powerhouses like that, you can't help but have a good scene. Yes, it is good to have Slick Rick back. Yeah, yeah, she did. And that's the thing, Gemini. She brung that up, and it was like, that was out of pocket. But all she said was, like, I get that you're not getting your way, but to bring up the worst moment in my life, like, that's just wrong. And she didn't even yell. She didn't yell. She didn't, even today with Esther. Esther, Esther is that barista that would just annoy you early in the morning when you want your goddamn, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Kristen. So honestly, tell you the truth, Kristen, Sharon's response was mild compared to any other parent that would have lost a child and had it thrown in their face because she didn't get what she wanted. Like, oh yeah, no, no, no. Sharon's the problem in this situation. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Let's explain that one. Be constantly moving. Yeah, poor her. Meanwhile, her parents are actually struggling with work and trying to find a job and can't find a job and stuff like that. But poor her. Get the F out of here. Come on, boo. What's good, cherry ice cream? Listen, I'm going to tell you that I'll say this again, Kristen. Sharon unmedicated, it sounds bad, but she's been the most interesting. She's been more interesting not medicated than she's been since I've seen her on this show in the 4 years I've been watching, or 3 years I've been watching this show. That's the sad part. Where's my goddamn music at? LaShawn says Lucy is acting like other grandmother Sheila Carter. Hmm. When someone gets hurt, then what? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. My point is that, like, I think that she's been, you know, Gemini says, when a child acts like an adult, I deal with them accordingly. Okay. Bobby says, as for the question of the night, I thought maybe cutting it would have been better than holding it over Hope's head. Yes, exactly, because she did that to keep Hope in line. She did that to keep Hope in line. But the problem with Hope is that Hope acts off of emotions rather than than thinking with logic. So she gonna do something stupid anyway. That's true, Gemini. Sharon did sit there and say that Lucy is a mini Phyllis. Yeah, it's yeah, LaShawn, the maid definitely took the whole weekend off. A whole week off. What's good, Francis? Kristen says was watching. I miss those days. I was watching. Pick and choose. Because I was watching General Hospital along with Well Like to Live and Port Charles. Lord B says Holt Line was given a fair chance to step away. Been exactly, and that's the thing, Lord B. And Ridge would have been right to would have been right to sit there and support Steffi's decision. That's why I felt that Brooke was so out of line. Brooke was like, "Oh, you wouldn't have sat there and sided with Steffi, wouldn't you?" I was like, "Why not? It's business." Exactly. She listen, Lashanta. She cares more about hooking up with Ben. I'm trying to keep this PG-13 because I'm trying to be on my best behavior since royalty is not there listening. What's good, Dolometics? At the end of the day, it's business. Hope lies not producing profit, so her line should have been cut absent. Absolutely. Gloria, how are you doing tonight? Sean, what's good, Sean? Sean says Sonny better not mess with Rick. Or what? Or what? What's Rick gonna do? Exactly. Exactly, Gloria. Exactly. Hmm. 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 That's what I said, Jim. And I was like, oh, what Rick gonna do? Rick is not there projecting. If you saw that today, and I said this in my review, Rick is projecting. Okay, when he was talking about Christina and Molly's dynamic, he was really sitting there talking about himself, Sonny, and Adela. Sonny hasn't killed Rick because of their mom. Oh yeah. Nikisha says I skipped a couple of episodes of maybe watched today. It was like I missed nothing. That show's so sad. It used to be so much better. That's you, Kristen. I'm just not just saying you can clearly tell that that man's projecting. Autumn says Brooke annoyed Brooke annoyed putting Rich on the spotlight that with his daughter. I'm like, Brooke, shut up. You should be happy Steffi didn't cut Ho's line because it's not profitable. The number says so. There we go. So you just said everything I just said. And hopefully in an hour, um, my thing will finish my video will finish uploading off my tablet. Domek says they should have cut Ho's line a while ago, but it was crazy inappropriate for Steffi to keep insisting that Taylor and Finn sit. I agree with that too. Tracy Steves, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Princess says, "What do you think about the actress Lindsay Hart? I think she would bring more fire." I I kind of got to disagree with that, Francis. Respectfully, I have to disagree with that. Was good, Darby, and I think it was good, Queen of the South. And here's the thing, Francis. I think it's because Kelly made that character sad. Kelly made that character. You know, like certain things. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Kelly. I don't know. It's weird because in all reality, I don't know. I feel like Kelly made that character, and on some level, yes, Molly made the Haley made the Molly character too. Rashanta says, "But do you remember Alexis told Sunny to do something to save Chrissy?" Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what is he supposed to do? I remember her sitting there saying that, but I'm like, well, what is Sunny supposed to do besides turn himself in? It was good, Darby. He said, "I was very sad to see Lindsay as Sam today. I want to be able to grieve Sam properly, and I need Kelly there for the end." Listen, I hear that there's way more stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Like, way more stuff. Like, it's not even just, like, it's well beyond just a simple, you know. Princess says, "I agree with that, Albert. Kelly did make the character just think writers just let her character. Yeah, of course. Absolutely, Francis. Here's the thing. I'll tell you this much. It was good, Sean. Well, Rick, the only one that the writers brought back that is interesting because Jason. Um, the thing is, I'll tell you this much, Francis. I don't want Kelly to go. I want the writing to get better for her. But if they're not going to improve on her story, then what are we going to do? That's the thing. If they're not going to improve on her story, then what are we doing at this point? And Francis says, "Hi, Nikisha." Lashanta says she told him to save Chrissy, so when he acts, have several seeds. I'm gonna be honest. I really sat there and said that I thought that Alexa was actually gonna do fine to represent herself. To be honest, I was kind of shocked that she got caught in that lie. Keisha Judge has been a mess behind the scenes for months, playing musical chairs in the writers' room, different directions too, but different directors too. Damn. I'm just saying there was a lot of stuff from both ends. Um, I hear rumors, and I don't want to sit there and say what those rumors are because then I'll just be spreading the rumors that that's already been out. Even though I already kind of did that in one of my videos, but still, fuck it, I'll sit there and say it since I already said it. That's the thing, Tracy. I think that Kelly is a great actress. Just the story just hasn't been there for her. Yeah, Sean. I mean, unfortunately, it made sense, and I don't like that. Um, I thought it was good, Allison. I thought he did good as Drew. I was like, okay, you know what? Listen, it's fine. Um, I was like, listen, it's fine if he plays another character. I mean, I think it's kind of messed up that when Steve came back, they just decided it was good, Texas Twister. Um, yes, I actually put that up too. I did actually put that up. Rashanta says, "I would do think Sam threatened by Lulu getting saved?" I don't think so. No. Why would she get threatened? I mean, I can see her being a little insecure. I can see her a little bit insecure, but not fully threatened. Insecure, I would say things. But I will sit there and say, oh, hold on. That was, hold on. Keisha, I thought this was Alexa's exit for a minute. I thought that maybe GH was pushing Nancy for her tweeting because with her tweet fingers. Should I say X? Yeah. I was sit there and say she would probably be a little insecure, but not full on a threat though. I mean Dante made it clear like, yo, listen, I love my life with Sam, but yet he still I don't understand like I didn't understand the Tracy scene. Yes, Texas Twister. It's good to see you again. Yeah, yeah, thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I put it up today. Only one I'm waiting for is my one on Bold and Beautiful. But the GH one is up there. Allison said, let's do a jailbreak with Cell Block C to rescue Luna to save up from the boredom from B&B. Who's with me? Read it now. But Shanta says, Sam's mad at Jason for anything. I bet Dante's not mad. My whole thing is like, Sam, you made a baby with him. So, like, I don't feel bad for you. Like, all that whining, complaining, and everything like that that you're doing is just like, boo, you chose to have a child with him, okay? Every time you sit there and get upset with Jason for being Jason, like, it's beyond just asinine for me. Thank you, Francis. Yes, let me hit that goddamn like button, too. Wow, I didn't realize that 30, 39, 37 people in the chat. Yeah, let me hit that like button, too. I'm like, how can I sit there and be mad at him for being him? Like, what kind of issue is that? That's how my voice was. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, so we got 17 likes. So we're up there, I guess. Sean says Trina needs to run from those GH writers not going to treat her fair or her character. Look what she's doing since January. Nothing, no respect. Yeah, I agree. Sean, listen, I'll keep sitting there saying this until I'm blue in the face. Put her on the gates. And put what you call on the gates too, though. I want what you call on the gates also. The other Trina. Lorby says I miss Gia and Taggart. I was support their return. Yeah, instead of Taggart being drunk under a bridge somewhere. Francis Zabert, if you want to really, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there. I was like, Francis. I was like, yo, let me get this straight. You think that Xander's gonna stop and beating Brady's ass because you said that you were sitting there banging him? That's just gonna make him go harder. That's going to make him go extra. Oh, you can't do it. You can't sit there and beat up Brady. Why is that? Because I'm sleeping with him. I'm sorry. What? Oh, well, that's just going to give me more energy to sit there and swing this bat. Thank you for that. I'm not gonna lie, Francis. I laughed my ass off when I saw that, and this was like 6:40, 6:45 in the morning when I was at work. So they gave me a good laugh. I'm not out of the Lord B. That's why I made a video about it. She is completely and utterly unhinged. Um, yeah, she's just unhinged at this point. See, this is a problem, right? It's like, but like I said, Francis, to get me to laugh at 6:45 in the morning, I'm like, Days is doing something right. But no, Lord B, no, this is a problem with social media, though, Lord B. It's like, yeah, you're free to sit there and say anything you want, but there is consequences towards your actions. Lashanta said, I would declare, say what were Cole and Vicky doing upstairs. She said it in this very awkward way. I put it in my review, but she said it in this very awkward way. It was like, oh, it's like I would imagine her trying to be like Clark Kent, just saying awkward things at the one or the other. It's almost like she was trying not to sit there and say they were sitting there bumping uglies. Queen Becky D is in the chat. Hello, everybody. If you haven't already, take a second to like, subscribe, and share this. But yes, exactly. Thank you, Becky D. That stuff really does help. The channel's growing, and that's because of y'all. I think they're gonna attempt that, and I think she's gonna one up in whatever nut house that they have for Young and the Restless. Because I do remember somebody sitting there saying that like she did an interview that she was supposed to have like a big story. So well, again, my whole thing is like Sharon. Sharon has been actually pretty wild. Like everything that she's done so far has not been over the top. Again, even with Esther, was good deluxe. Sharon was like, "Hey, listen, I just like some coffee or whatever, and that's about it." And Esther's like, "Would you like some tea? Because we got some nice tea here." No, I wanted coffee. That's what I wanted. What are you talking about? Why are you offering me? Why are you haggling with me for? Listen, when it's early in the morning, I know what I want, and I'm not sitting there taking anything other than that. I can't imagine if I'm sitting there ordering something before I go to work and somebody sit there and offer me some goddamn tea. I'm like, I don't want tea. If I wanted tea, that's what I would ask for. I wouldn't say that. 'Cause I wouldn't say that, but I'll be like, no, this is what I want. Please just get me what I want. Only time I generally tend to act like a real driving dick is when I get tipsy, when I get drunk. Um, like, boy, don't mess with me with my caffeine. Don't do that. Don't come between me and my goddamn caffeine. Don't do that. It's not gonna end well. And that's what she said. And the thing is, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but I was like, "No, you literally said, is that how you treat other customers when they come in and they ask for something?" I'm like, y'all people, it's like, in a hot minute, in a way, I was like, I agree with Faith, because I was like, yo, some of y'all people are taking what she's doing and blowing. Seriously, Terry Ice Cream, don't stand between me like that. I'm like, y'all are taking what she's doing, like she's just, Phyllis has done much worse, okay? And she's not on any sort of medication. So I'm like, y'all might want to sit there and kind of give baby girl a break. Ted King says Esther's a busybody, but yeah, exactly. She's sweet, Yeah, she's definitely a sweetheart. But it's like, boo, I want my caffeine. What are we doing? And that's true, Francis. That's true. Um, come on, Francis. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, Francis. You've got the difference. You know what I'm talking about. You trying to be funny. I'm just saying, Laura B. You know how it is early in the morning. You gotta wake up. You gotta get energized. Like, come on. Like, I could be nice up to a point. My goddamn caffeine. Kristen says caffeine is a must. See, Kristen, this is why you belong here. Exactly why you belong here. I agree. See, Francis, I rock with you. No, you're a caffeine person. People know. It's so weird. I never actually thought I would be a caffeine person in my entire life. Very says I tend to channel surf, and I saw that and I cracked up laughing. I never thought I was going to be a caffeine person. I didn't like the idea of being super jittery. Um, so I don't do coffee. I don't do coffee. I'll do a latte because I'm just bougie that way. But like, Sean said, Martin Lord's brother is coming back to GH. Really? Okay. Francis says, need that. Exactly. You need, yes. That's it. Because it's the same, but I work every day for hours. Exactly. So you know exactly how it is. And that's the thing sometimes, Kristen. Sometimes I have a long day and I come back and I do these reviews. I'm like, yo, I need that caffeine. Like, let's go. Becky says, hey, I'm having internet issues. I'm going to try to leave and come back if it doesn't work. Okay. I wonder if I'm having problems. I mean, like, if it's me, especially early in the morning, it's like, I need that caffeine to sit there and deal with stupid people in the morning. Not my supervisor. I love her with a thousand suns, but I'm talking about everyone else. I got to deal with stupid people in the morning. I need that caffeine. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad day for somebody else. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yes, and thank you, Kristen. That was another thing. For a while, I was a hot chocolate person, and I didn't realize that hot chocolate also had caffeine in it. I did not know that hot chocolate actually had caffeine in it. Sean says, "Yeah, I hope it's not the same old story with Sonny and Rick fighting about Mama love you more than me." But that's exactly in a way, Sean. That's what he was doing. He was projecting his issues with Christina and Molly about him and Sonny. Yeah, I didn't know that either, Francis. I was like, oh, it's cool. I'm good. I'm great, and I'm not sitting there having any caffeine. And one time, my ex girlfriend was like, "You know, it has caffeine in it, right?" And I was like, "Oh, wow." Monique says, "What if Jason said no? I'm not going to Africa to bring Lucky back to save and actually be a responsible dad and decide to just spend more time with his kids?" Yes, that would totally sound like a different soap opera. Kristen says, "If I was Rick, I would point out that Sonny shoved his beloved pregnant mother down the stairs." Oh, oh, oh my! Very good point on Monique. D King said, "Does anyone remember why Adela left Rick's dad?" Hmm. That's true. That's very true. Well, I don't remember the story, so it might have been some circumstances behind that. I would have to really go back and actually do like actual legit research on that. Corby says it's been a while, but I think he made her choice between Sunny and the dad. Hmm. Last day was good. I heard you've been kind of wilding out in the comment section a little bit. Whenever I get a chance to read the comments, like I actually did see that. I was like, last day, why are you arguing with other people about their opinions? Like, come on, last day, keep that ish chill, man. I need you here cooking here, not in the comment section in my videos, arguing with somebody about their opinion that you disagree with them about a scene. Like, come on, my guy, come on, last day. But anyway, I hope you had a good day. Then. Sean says, Albert, have you noticed Dax and Molly getting? I have. I peeped that. I peeped that, Sean. Hell, actually, tell you the truth, Sean, he even called Molly to be like, yo, listen, your mom is in a lot of trouble right now. I shouldn't even be calling you. Like, he's going out his way to sit there and that's very true. Very, very true. But that should be interesting. I got two Seans now. Monique says no matter what Jason does, Danny still sees him as a hero. The badass, he's still a kid at heart. He doesn't see Jason the way the other sees him. Yes. But you know, Monique, I sat there and said today, I was like, I'm pretty sure Danny is his favorite. I'm pretty sure Danny is his favorite is his favorite child. Last days and I really gotta stop doing that. That also how I am in real life too. I could literally spend an hour just hearing somebody about something. I get it last day. You know, here's my whole thing. I just want people to just have a good time in the comment section without feeling like they're being attacked. That's all. And I know it wasn't like super vile and you did explain yourself well, but you know, I just I don't want people to feel like they're being attacked for something that they like. Just keep it friendly and fun. What's good, Amber? Do you think Sasha is going to tell Nina about tomorrow about her catching? Nope. No, I do not, Amber. Monique says, are they trying to chem test Anna and Jason? See, you're the second person. You're like the third person that sat there and said that to himself. You're literally the third person that said that. That's true, Darby. That's true. That's 100% true. Sean says tomorrow and Stella telling Trina to move on. I don't like Asper's family. I hate they took Taggart away from Trina. Another thing, Trina character is too good. Forgive it. Yeah, I always sit there and make the jokes and just saying that he's on a bridge somewhere drinking. I'm pretty sure she probably makes excuses in her mind too. Lastly, says B&B was terrible, but that's nothing new. Steffy said, I'm not going to make this personal. And then she says, if you continue to go after my husband, I'm going to cut your line because it's personal. But that's actually a very good point last day. See, I need you here cooking, bro. But do you think that her line should be cut? Do you think that Hope's line should be cut? Hope for the future? That's a good point. I didn't bring that up in my review, which I'm still waiting for it to actually show up. Oh, let's hope she doesn't have an exit story. Girl still got more life in her. Okay, Becky D, so you're back. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, cool. 2 more minutes left. Shit really did take a whole hour to sit there and upload. Come on, Dari. Don't be so dark. Jesus Christ, bro. Monique said what Steffi Carter and Riz should have done was bring in former buyers and tell Hope why they won't buy. Ooh, yes, yes. Smart shit, yes. Thank you, Precious. Yes, hit that like button because that does actually help. Hit the like button and also become a member. As I do a lot of videos, I'm going to be getting into some crazy, interesting live streams for members only. So you definitely want to sit there and be part of those conversations. I had to talk with DC, and there was so much stuff that we talked about off cam that we was like, yo, next time we gotta sit there and put this on cam. So you definitely want to sit there and be a part of that. Lastly says yes, she was given that by Katie. She didn't earn it. Also, if this is a business and ain't making money, cut it. That is business. There you go. There you go. So I need you here last day. I'm glad you're here. Sean says I think it's funny how White calls Ben Steffy's husband. Damn. Very good point. Very, very good point. I mean, yeah, that's true. But Brooke should have sat there and put him in the middle of it though. Dory says I said that tag wasn't having that's I mean, can't he just, have an alcoholic problem like everyone else? Why gotta be that for, Darby? Jesus Christ. I hope you had a good birthday, by the way. It was Francis, but I have to sit, my reviews, I have to sit there and try to find a way to, you know, not be so negative. That shit was pointless, though. Kristen says, still, I want to hold out hope for him. Now, Monique says, Steffi pulled a Victor Newman move. Rosé says, does Steffi even have Finn's last name because she still calls Steffi Forster? Tells you how much she puts in her marriage. She couldn't even put enough into it to take. Let him cook. Let this man cook. That's actually a very good point. Kristen says, Tiger, Albert, Knuckle. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little confused. My bad, Kristen. What did you say that I messed up? Oh, okay, my bad. Prashant says, Albert, do you remember Brooke told Hope she got a trump card? No, I don't remember that. But that's interesting that she said that, though. What did she mean by that? Amber says is Inconvenience gonna tell Sasha tomorrow that she has feelings for Drew. What do you think of that? I I don't think that she's actually gonna say anything though, Amber. Like I'll be surprised if she does. He said he used to call Ben Mr. Stephanie Forrester, but people said it was disrespectful. So now I call him Dr. Stephanie Forrester. He went. This is why I'm rocking the Keisha. Why she's royalty, among many other reasons. Lashanta said that Erica Kane changed her name. Ooh, she should have done. She should have, Lashanta. Man got a point, and I'm not a rock. Last day says, I'm just surprised Ben didn't take her last name. She already took his. What's good, Black Pink Me? I want everyone to sit there and read this. This is literally the comment of the night. I want everyone to sit there and read this shit because I'm gonna read it again. You know what? I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna screenshot this shit. This is good. I can't take credit for this shit. I'll get to everyone's comment in a section. In a second. What's good, last Pink Me? I mean, what's good, Pink Me? Shit, let me actually. Yeah, Black Pink Me. There we go. That was a good one. That was a good one last time. Yeah, I can cook. Anastasia says, I'm just surprised Ben didn't take her last name. She already took his balls. Oh, that's a good one. Rough right there. Dory says, Dr. John Finnegan Forster. How about we just leave the last name? Do we really need to have him called Finnegan? Let's call him Dr. Forster. That works. That works. That's a good one. I like that. God damn. And he's right, by the way, too. Now, Laundry says it's not usual for a woman to keep her name in the professional one, and I get that, Laundry. I get that. It's still an out of pocket thing. You know what I'm saying? Like as a husband and stuff like that. Like I would feel a little kind of slide. I would understand, but I would still on some level I would feel a little slide. That's for instance, that's some good shit right there though. Like last day, man knows how to cook. Monique says, I said that because how Victor operates I save your line. Now you must. No, that's true. That's true. No, I got that part. That's why I said I agree with you. I'm not drunk yet. No, I didn't understand what you said. And why that reference is so good. Christian said it's a mouthful, Albert, but I do get why professional women would want to. No, and that's the thing, Christian. No, I get that too. I get that. I mean, Blake Lively. Right? She's not called Blake Lively Reynolds, right? So like on some level, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. And if you don't know who Blake Lively is, just think about Gossip Girl. But the point is, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds are married. She didn't take his last name. That was still good. That was still. We're not gonna take that one for last day. That was good. Hmm. If I remember that, I may sit there and use that shit. And if I remember to credit him, I will. That's some good shit though. Oh yeah, me too, Amber. It'll get the story moving a little faster. This is almost forgot what Finn's first name was John, considering he has always been. Yeah, and that's the funny thing, Darby. I think they try to. There was one point I felt like they try to use Finn. They try to use John or Finnegan to kind of separate the two because they knew on GH they kept calling him Finn. So calling him Finn on GH, calling him Finn on B&B. So they try to separate the two by calling him John Finnegan or John. You know what I'm saying, like Finnegan as opposed to Finn. This is a lot of Ryan Reynolds interview, especially when he told people to stop threatening to move to Canada. I think he needs to be more concerned about his wife's career at this point. That's what I'm going to sit there and say. He needs to be more focused on making sure that his wife um, kind of not be so much of herself. Oh, I will, Kristen. I'm just saying that I think that's what he needs to be doing because she ain't doing herself no favors. That's what I'm going to sit there and say. People forget that stars are actual that stars are actual people and people are fallible. And she is definitely fallible. D King says some parents want their kids to have both their names. Work at a school where almost every child has two last names. See, that's and I get, and that's the thing, Lobby. So Lobby says it's up to the wife, in my opinion. Yeah, I get that, Chris. Now I'm just like I'll do it for you. I'll jump on the sword. I mean, I get that, Laura B, but it does come down to a level of respect, and that's from both parties. You know, Darby says maybe getting fired by Steffi could be the best thing that ever happened to Hulk Logan. The thought of Steffi always threatening her business over Hulk's head will make me. That's true. That's actually very true, Darby. She may be the queen of ballet, but you're not going to be the queen of my goddamn paycheck. I'll tell you that much. Very good point, Darby. Kristen says of Steffi and Hulk, the B&B equivalent, minus the blood relationship of Sonny and Rick. Chat. I've been watching the show longer than me. I'm gonna leave that up there for a minute. I mean, they're not related, so there's that. So I'm very, very, very curious about what people got to say. Kristen, I would surmise that would be the next Brooke and Taylor um, thing going on. Oh, okay. Well, let's sit there and check them out. That's what I would sit there and say, Kristen. LaShanta says, Robert, Brooke has been telling Hope to stay away from Ben. So why is she going to him at his job? She's so manipulative. Her and Hope she used to run his blank in Leon's face. Now she is in Ben's. That's true. That is actually very true. I thought they met at the restaurant though. Like in the previews, I thought they met at the restaurant. But that's the point though, Laura B. That's that's the point, Darby. Um Steffy fired Hope, then Hope would have more day and night to go out to Finn, even though Lord knows why she would want to go after that boring. Seriously? She's going after him because of his looks. Let's be honest, Darby. Come on now. You know damn well why, Darby. Because he's boring. Come on, Darby. Let's just keep it real. We don't care how boring a woman is. If they're hot, they're hot. So you want to try that sentence again, Darby? Monique says Jason to me handles danger a lot better than being a father to his kids, which is really sad. But he's gonna have to step up from what I heard. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, Darby. Let's be honest. He's not just saying he's boring, but his looks. If it was a hot woman, would you really care how boring she is? Sean says it's kind of Monaco finishing out the same character. That good question. I would like to sit there and say is what you call it though. Gorgeous Queen Janice Strange no reminder today on YouTube. That's weird. I'm glad you know what time I come on though. Again, I mean I post notification. But see, Janet, this is the whole reason why I actually have a schedule. Because even if YouTube doesn't do its job, I'm going to. And she's gonna be back on screen. And I like to sit there and think she's gonna be back on screen. Darby says he's the male archer. Is that Darby? When I'm sitting there saying that if the woman was really hot, would you care how boring that they are? Seriously, Darby, let me ask you a question again. If this woman was super boring, would you care if would you care if she was extremely hot? Was good, Jonathan? But no, Jen, I think she's gonna be back. I was surprised when I saw Leslie Hartland. I was like, okay. Okay, I guess it's gonna be this kind of episode. Okay. Kristen says I heard you mention the time on the GH review. Yeah, I speculated. Um I think like in the next couple of weeks, but to be honest, Kristen, I actually have to look that up because I'm not too sure. I took like a really wild, educated guess. So kind of take that with a grain of salt. Actually, I didn't, Ashanta. I heard her giving her props. She literally sat there and said, well, you know what? I'm very happy that she decided to be professional instead of taking it personal. That's what she said. Lastly says also, why is Steffy so concerned about Hope? If she has a happy marriage, why should she care about Hope? Somebody's insecure to me. We're going to get to that last day. Thank you for bringing that up. Derby says, for a time, no, but after a while, you get tired of her personality. No, no. But you know what? I respect your opinion. I think you would. I think I wouldn't. Because I feel like I would sit there and make our relationship fun. Or maybe I'll just be really shallow. Damn it, Darby, why'd you do that for? I'm blaming you for that. It's your fault. Have me out myself as being someone's shadow. It's your fault. I'm not even gonna blame Jess, but I'll blame you for that. Sharon says I want Molly with Dax. He's more interested. You know, and that's the thing, Sean. Somebody else said the same thing though too. They said, "Did y'all think Brooke back Ridge into that?" I absolutely, absolutely. And if Ridge had any balls and integrity, he would have sat there and said, "Yeah, I would support a step because it's a business decision, and this is a business." He should say that because Taylor sat there and looked like, "Yeah, okay, what you gotta say? What you gonna say?" She testing your manhood, bro. What you gonna say? That's what she just. That's what she did without even actually doing that. Very, very true. Jonathan, that scene was funny as hell. You want to sit there and try to stop Xander from beating Brady's ass by sitting there saying that you're sleeping with him? Okay, sure. And D King says that's a very good point. I don't think you have to be insecure to not want some woman around your husband. After finding out she kissed him, it's a matter of respect for me. I don't, I know I wouldn't. Yes. Yes. See? That's actually very true. That's actually very true. I mean, I would sit there and say as long as you keep your sex game up and you keep him happy food wise, you'll have that man for life. So I would sit there and say, Steffi, instead of you worrying about hope, worrying about keeping that man happy. Nobody says, let me ask you this question, even if the woman is hot as hell, not a nice person you didn't like. No, if I didn't like her, no. No, that's a little bit different, Darby. If she's boring, I can sit there and try to improve on that. If she's really hot. But if I don't like her, no. Nope. Nope. But they last longer if they're hot. There's a woman that was hot, but she was annoying as hell. They just go the distance a little bit longer. That's all. But seriously, seriously, Jonathan, I sat there was like, so let me get this straight. You're gonna sit there and stop Brady? You know, Cherry, we're just. I would sit there and say that the alcohol is talking, but it's really not. It's just me. I'm just keeping it real. This is maybe I just need to see more. Onyx says, I wish Rich would grow some hair on his balls and say to Brooke, Steffi is right. Hope for the future is bad. Why should we keep? You know, Monique, there's hope. There's hope for tomorrow. I'm going to sit there and choose to be the optimist. Yo! Last day says at some point Steffi's going to lose her looks and then what she's going to do, she can't go off for her wonderful personality. God damn. Let this man cook. Amber says, do you think Molly's going to deal TJ with Dex? Nah, I think her cheating days is over. Amber, she already did that once with Brando. She ain't doing that again. I, listen, Kristen, like I said, let that man cook. LaShanta says I would book Sarah Ridge is her. Oh, it's funny. I don't remember. I don't remember that. But thank you for reminding me, though. Yeah, but I'm be honest. He's not entirely wrong though. Like I listen. I know that's harsh, but like, Darby, I'm always the optimist. What are you talking about? I mean, who is this person that's not the optimist? Okay, you know what? I'm lying about that. I'm trying, Darby. I'm trying. You got to like your personality and say what you permanently even into. Oh damn. I'm trying, Darby. Okay, I'm trying. But Darby, he's not wrong though, Darby. See, that's the thing. It's kind of cold, and I get that, but he ain't wrong. Okay, looks. I'm gonna put it this way, Darby. Looks do fade, right? And Steffi has been known to be very bossy and very controlling. Men don't like that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Men don't like. Nobody likes being bossed around and controlled. No, no, no. Listen, Darby, I'm gonna sit there and defend my boy last day for a hot minute. Men don't like to be bossed around, and that's exactly what she is. She's a control freak. Okay? She's a very beautiful woman, but looks too fake. I'll say this much, and I'll sit there and say it once. Your looks, maybe your looks may be able to get me, but your personality will be able to keep me. Yeah, I was trying to say that in a nicer way, but like, yeah, your looks will sit there and get me, but your personality will keep me. Okay, it's your personality that will sit there and catch my heart. Looks fade, but love, true love, something entirely different. So just to kind of cushion the blow on last day, but he's right though. Justin says Ava was acting like Sonny was thinking about framing Alexis. I didn't see that. Oh, okay. I was to sit there and say, I was like, yo, listen, he's got a point. Love Shanta says, bottom line, she wants her line. She cried about it. Stop being a thrill. Okay, I don't know what a thrill four is, but Kristen says, I never had much hope in Joss, the child of Carly, being all that interesting. Yeah, she's definitely made a mark, though. I'll tell you that much, though. Darby says, what's Sappy Garbage? What? Justin says she confronted Sunny today. Yeah, I get. And what's good, what's good, Eagle Fang? Yes, well, she did confront her today, but like, Darby, listen, that Darby, that's not sappy. That's just real. That's just real. That's not sappy. That's just real. Oh, Darby, how the hell you agree with him, but you're not agreeing with me, though? You're not just saying that I'm saying sappy garbage. I said the same thing what last day said. I just said it nicer. Well, Ava, here's the thing, Justin. Ava did confront Sonny, but like, D King said that's what my mom used to tell me. Your looks may get him, but make sure your personality keeps him. She kept my dad. Yeah, it's true words ever spoken. Thank you, D King. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell Darby was meant to saying. Darby says, "What reverse pen talk you were speaking of?" Darby, I was speaking the truth. Gorgeous Queen Jess. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Ron. Hey, Jess. I did. I did last day. I did give a nice version of it, and Jess missed the whole thing too. So I'm not gonna repeat it. But listen, Cherry Cream. I said something nice, and Darby tried to make it seem like I was being sappy or whatever. But Jess missed it though. So Darby says it was way too harsh a delivery, and I don't think Steffy is so bad. Well, Lorby, I would like to sit there and think that I softened the blow a little bit. Darby said you're speaking lies that man used. What? I'm sorry. What did you just say? Darby said you were speaking lies that men use on women. Now I was actually telling you, Darby, I was actually speaking the truth. Darby, on some level, you agree. Ron says I knew Brad Bell would have pulled another stunt by not. I was disappointed too, Ron. I was disappointed too. Yeah, I'm in for a treat tonight. I got both the Alexis Davis in the chat and the Diane Jenkins in the chat. But no, Ron, I hope you feel better soon. That's yeah, that comes for you, Nikisha. Yeah, that's I had that once, Laura B. It is hell on earth. Okay, see, this, this is why I was so rocked with last day. Why I wasn't coming down too harsh on that. Last day said looks do go away unless the woman has a good personality. The man goes away too. Looks don't keep a man at the end of the day. Her personality isn't really that great, if we're going to be honest. Like I said, she's bossy and controlling. And yeah, she doesn't really have a good personality. So, like, it wasn't. Well, I mean, I've heard worse. I've said worse. Kirby says, yes, I agree with you, Albert. As a man, I can smell it. Oh, my Lord. Darby, you cynic. Kristen says, I don't think you can speak for men. About what? What did I try to speak for? What did I try to speak for men about, though? I like that. I like that indication. I like that. I agree with that. What did I speak about all men about? What was this speaking all men business about? Jason says, Abba, you said she's lost in controlling, but does that make him weak? Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. I give you that. I give you that. Well, we mostly we don't, Kristen, and I'm not saying all men, but most men don't like that. I did. I'm pretty sure I said most men though. Most men don't like that. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Just as Sam made a lot of valid points today. She did, but see that's my problem now, Jess. she made one big ass flaw though. She made one big ass she made one big ass flaw though. Oh, you had a baby with her. You had a baby with her. All this let me tell you something. All this whining and complaining that Sam is doing about Jason, you made a child with him. Shut in a lot of ways, I'm like, Sam, you knew who Jason was. Kristen, I expect nothing less, and I respect that. So she had to. I'm speaking so loud. I respect that. Well, again, with Sam, I'm just like, yo, listen, you chose to have a baby with him. And then you used to talk about, well, he's going into danger, he's doing this, he's doing that. I'm like, and you knew that. Like, you knew that. I get it. I get it last day. I think you made your point. You might as well just move on. Okay. Might just move on from Law B. You made your point already. I would do agree with Kayla telling Patch about Clyde being under. I mean, yes, Ron, but in the same sense, though, it's laughable that Clyde has so much power and this maximum security. Like, the fact that he has this much power in general is laughable. This man is in, like, Supermax, and yet he has all this power. Just as, but I hear how he leaves his sons again. I get that. Yeah, I guess on some level I get that. Jason was never, but that's another thing though, Jess. On some level, Jason was never father material. If we're going to be honest, Jason was never father material. And Sam wanted to sit there and have a baby with him anyway. But Jess, he's projecting. I said this in my review. Rick is projecting his feelings towards Sonny on Christina and Molly. Kristen, like Christine. See, I might have said this at work when I was working. I thought about this. I was like, I'm sorry, what you said? Exactly, Terry. It's projecting. And it was so obvious too, just as the way he talked about Christina, you would never think she was his niece. No, because she looks as her as Sonny Spawn. She he looks at Molly as though himself in a relationship between him and Christine. And him and Sonny. Everybody says that's okay, Kristen. That's why we pay the membership fee for Kristen to step on Albert's bills, like step request. But oh, that's false. Oh, let me read this. Hold on. Right, I'm just wondering if I'm going to agree to disagree. Sean says by GH neglecting Tiger, they have also made Trina's character less interesting. Her character don't have the strength it had when Sydney played her. That's a fact. I respectfully disagree, but I respect your opinion. I think that Sydney and what you call it, Sydney and Toby play two different versions of Trina, and they're both great. So it's I just think the way that they write for Tommy is a little dependent on Spencer. I'm gonna be honest. Just as like this is why they brought Rick back. Horrible story. Some of I get that, Kristen. I mean, I do feel that they are stepping their game up when it comes to a CH, but that's just me. And again, Sean, that's the thing though. I'm like, Tommy plays an adult version, more a young adult version of Trina than Sid. So it's like it's not they're not really comparable. Like they both did an amazing job in their own rights. So I'm not exactly really trying to compare them, but they can write for Trina if they want to. I don't think Taggart, Kevin. Kevin says Hulk couldn't seduce Ben on paper on pen or paperback, and she's no book lover. I agree with the last part of that sentence. Yeah, what you don't like about what you don't like about Sam, D King? Ron says I would get ready to put your tissue up because um, the only thing, Ron, the only thing I'm actually going to be doing is being happy. Clearly, you have not been watching my reviews, but I can't wait for that chick Connie to go. Darby says debating with Albert is like putting your hand in the lion's cage. Most times he rips it off, but just rarely Albert won't be bothered to notice. Okay, so right now Darby is exaggerating. I think Darby may actually be drinking something tonight because Darby's been all over the Darby's been all over the place. Um, Maybe this young man can't sit there and handle his alcohol, his liquor. I don't know who this person he's speaking of. Might be talking about my dad. I don't. I have no idea. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, hit that like button. I could have swore we got some returning people back here. I think it's because we hit the like button. So, Kristen said, "Did you hear about the woman that climbed and was never seen again?" I gotta look. I gotta finish looking that story up. My whole thing, Kristen. You know what have really made me upset is that they would have sat there and killed the tiger for being a tiger. No, Darby, I think you just been drinking a little bit. You a little all over the place. It's okay though. Have a good night, Lashanta. Sharon says you're right. This trainer was more dependent on Spencer that than saying the trainer. Both are great. Yeah, Sean, I give both of them their props. Um, I personally like Hobby more, but yeah. Darby says, "How dare you, Albert Marie Bostic Seniors?" Well, I agree with that. I'm just saying, Darby, you you listening to talking about I was being sappy earlier. I was like, what are you talking about? I was being honest. Kristen said, just like the gorilla. I gotta look into that story though, Kristen. I could have swore she got like arrested or something, but maybe that's just wishful thinking. I think that's just wishful thinking. King says I like Sam, just didn't like how she seduced Rick and acted like it was the other way around. She did it to hurt Alexis. Yeah, she was well, she was trashy, but I mean I respected that though. W says you weren't being the Albert we know. But that's the thing, Darby, you have many sides to it. Have many sides. And you learn about them mostly. You learn about them a little bit more in the members videos, but you learn about them. Kristen said they killed the gorilla because of the kid. Yeah, that really pissed me off, Kristen. I mean, it's like, do they not have tranquilizers? That's a doozy, Kristen. Because how long does tranquilizers take to work? I mean, I hate that they're saying this, Kristen, but when you gotta act fast, you gotta act fast. But it just sucks that they had to do that. Last day says the last 2 weeks when B&B was about Luna and Steffy was stuck in that cage was great. Hope and Steffy together is garbage. Yeah, but you know, last day on some level, I gotta sit there and think that you're enjoying it a little bit, though. At the very least, you got Steffi putting Hope in her place, and I know how much you don't like Hope, so that gotta count for something, right? Sam was being her version of Carly at the time. I mean, my whole thing is like, I get it, you know, Jason, but see, that's my whole thing though. Like, okay, so Jason leaving to Africa, and I know Jess said that that was like out of pocket and everything, but Jason is working for the mob. Every day that he works for the mob is every day he puts himself in danger. What's the difference between that and actually going out to try to find Lucky? At least him going out to try to find Lucky is actually like a noble thing. Him working for Sonny is just, well, it's just a typical Monday at this point. And again, it's very hard for me to sit there and take Sam's complaints and gripes when you chose to make a baby with a man you knew that was in the mob. You don't have a DeLorean. You can't go back in time. Just like I just don't like the rewrite of Lucky. She made one point. She sat there and said to Liz, because Liz was like, "Well, at least Jason's trying." Okay, Liz, how you gonna sit there and feel when Lucky comes back? You gonna sit there and say, "Oh, he was trying all those other times"? Well, like you can't. Like you're kind of out of pocket for that. Then he says, "I'm not a fan of Sam. Can't wait for her character to go away. She hasn't, she hasn't been in a good storyline in a long time." Okay? I don't even know what to say about that. Sean says, "I would do you like the Lucky storyline? I don't. I mean, I would get. I would. I'm getting tired of him playing cards. I like the Lucky character. I'm just kind of tired of him playing cards. I like to sit there and see what. You know, Sean, I'm still waiting to see what he does when he gets back in Port Charles. So I'm not hating it. I'm just kind of tired of him sitting there playing cards. Future, okay, I'm sorry I couldn't type. I was bandaging my son's foot. I got to defend Sam for complaining about Jason. It's okay for Adam to. Natasha, are you gonna? You know, since you're royalty, how do you want me to sit there and handle this conversation? Do you want me to sit there and give you this? Do you want me to sit there and pull a Steve Harvey, or do you want me to give my honest opinion? And yes, I do hope your son is okay. Lord, I feel like I'm gonna sit there and need another drink. Because it's okay for Sam to expect Jason to change. Parenting makes you change. I was lie. I was a lie. I was a lie, wild and immature before I had my kids. They matured me. I would never do the things I did before. Now that I'm a parent, Nikisha, LOL, thank you for asking. You can respond however you want. I love to talk about it in person when I. Okay. Just remember. DC. I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get in trouble. I gotta sit there and read this again. It's okay for Sam to expect Jason to change. Why? Why is it okay for her to expect him to change? You knew what you were getting into. DC, I'm gonna be in trouble in a hot minute. You know what? You know, Nikisha, I like you. I really do. So I'm gonna pull a Steve Harvey. I mean, I get that. It doesn't change everyone. That's the thing, Nikisha. It does not change everyone. Your priorities does not shift for. Not everyone's priorities shift when they become a parent. That may sound awful, but that is the truth. I mean, but that's the thing, though, Nikisha. Not everyone's parents shift. Not everyone's priority shifts. Ron says, "Are you like Nikisha or are you like Connie more?" Nikisha 1,000 times more, even though I'm about to get in trouble. And Darby's will become a member again. That's what's up. That is awesome. Thank you, Darby, for becoming a member again. Darby says, I'm glad you're defending Sam. I'm not a fan of the Sam bashing. Like, Nikki said they should, when you create another life, you should change if your priorities don't change. When you have kids, that's irresponsible. It is. I guess my whole thing is, and I'm gonna sit there and say this for now. Whoop, whoop. That's what's up, though, Darby. I'm glad to have you back. God damn it. Nikki said, I like you, Abby. We don't have to agree on everything. You can't know what it's like. You know what? And I respect that. And I respect, you know what, Nikki? I respect that. You're a very wise woman. And I know you're not wrong. So, love you, sir. I respect your opinion, but you seem to be going a bit hard, in my humble opinion. Okay, you know what? Let's let's do a reality check. How am I actually okay, Bobby? In in my humble opinion of asking, how have I actually went too far? I mean, how have I actually gone too hard? DC said, wait, what's going on here? I don't know, DC. Christmas is over in the chat. Do you have a favorite? Um, the water hostage. I mean, the water pathogen would be my favorite with Jerry Jacks. And the Metro Court hostage. I'm waiting to sit there and hear how I've actually been going hard on Sam. It was so good, Kristen. If you get a chance to sit there and try to find, yes, Nikisha, yes, I love my girl Nikisha. Danny says, I read one thing about Jason, he never changed. He's not going to be there for Danny or Jake all the time because he loves to take the risk and save people's lives. That's true. Okay. Love you says because you keep going on and on rather than state your case and move on. Because the problem is, Lorby, we're still okay. Here's the thing: we're still talking about it. So when people bring it up, I reiterate my opinion. Um, yeah, I made a video about it. I talked about it, but it's hard to move forward because it didn't happen yet, and we keep getting new information. Um, And just to be fair, Laura B, I've never sat there and said I want her to leave or I don't like her or anything else that was like personal about her. I've never sat there and like degrade her as an actress or talk bad about her as like, yeah, I'll critique her character, but I've never sat there and talked bad about her like as an actress. So, in my humble opinion, I've never. No, but I'm saying though, Sam. I mean, I'm saying though, like Larby, I brung it up because people have brung it up in the chat mostly. We can agree to disagree. So I'm a little kind of tipsy, but I respect. I thank you for giving context. Though. Justin says, did Fiona actually think Xander think telling Xander? Like I said, I laughed at that this morning, Jonathan. I thought that was funny as hell. But okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lori. Okay, no, I get what you're saying, Lori. I do. I'm sorry. What Kristen says for me, it was Todd and the armored hot dog fake. What? Damn. Okay, I definitely missed that shit. Well, Lori. Thank you for letting me know because I did that, so I appreciate that. Um. Hmm. Yes, I'll sit there and say that. Kristen says favorite soul storyline. It happened on One Life to Live. I used to watch One Life to Live, despite what DC says. I did used to watch One Life to Live was my first soap opera that got me in the soap opera genre. Johnson says, "What'd you think of the comment?" I thought it was like Tracy was still acting bitchy, and the only thing that happened was Sasha said the same thing that Lois said to Tracy. So it was like she was still acting just like nasty and rude. Then Sasha said that, and it was like she didn't have anything to say because she knew she was right. DC says he's lying. If he was watching, it would not have been canceled. DC is so goddamn funny. And I'm out of alcohol. He's wrong though, but still. Well, DC says, how is Elizabeth mom? Because her grandmother helped her raise her kids. It takes a village, doesn't it? Oh shit! I was actually so tipsy. Did I answer your question? I thought it was slightly annoying though, Jonathan, that she was still acting that way, even after um Lois already called her out for her little nasty behavior. I did actually no, DC. I did. Where did you get the fact that I didn't actually remember his name? That I didn't recognize his name? Go on, tell me. I want to hear that, DC. See, here we go with this. See, this is where I know that DC's trolling. He'll sit there and say some shit like that, but then try to call me out for whatever shenanigans that I supposedly did. Ron says, Albert, if you if you had heard Brad Bell's statement saying that he doesn't care about fan base and complaints, also they can just tune in. Well, yeah, Brad Bell is just well, it's just lazy. Okay, what? Nikki said Liz is a bad mom because she was busy chasing men, while Audra raised her boys. I agree with that. I agree with that, Laura B. Kristen says she latched on to men but still gets most of the credit for raising three children mostly alone. Nikisha, welcome to my world. Oh, that's good. I like that. Kristen, this is a soap chat. You are more than allowed to hop on a soapbox. Actually, I encourage that you do. Just, Johnson's, I think it's the other way. Okay. Oh, Ron, if nothing else, you know how to make me laugh. Seriously, Kristen, I'm not just meant there saying that as a pun, but like just, you and your Jerry and Prince, it's about damn time. Okay, Ron. So serious about that. Kristen, can we start with Days of Our Lives first? How about we start with bringing back some actual villains in Days of Our Lives, and then we'll work up to General Hospital. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Oh shit. Oh, that took like a whole. That literally took a whole hour to sit there and upload. That is so annoying. Oh, Sean is like, I'm not even gonna sit there and say what I'm thinking right now, but okay, Sean. Ron says, Albert, your opinion on Stephanie grieving Everett. I thought it was stupid. No one cared about Everett. I'm sorry, DC. I know you cared about Everett. No one cared about Everett. I did not care that Stephanie was not there grieving some character that they did not bother to put any time and effort into. No one cared. No one generally cared. Nikisha says, I wish the car could come back. Their story was so, oh, the cars could come back. Their story was good. It gave us so many side stories. But in the case of technically you got the car on Days of Our Lives, and just I'm just saying, he's still around. He's just Stefan. I don't know why, but I actually like him better as Stefan than I do as Johnny. That's some weird. I think because he's so much of a good match for EJ. I think he's so much of a good match for EJ. Nikki said, "This is fun. I miss hanging out with y'all." Thank. Oh, of course, Nikisha. Listen, I love having you in the chat. Love having you in the chat. You're royalty. So love having you in the chat. That's that's why I partly had to sit there and pause when we were sitting there talking. I was like, not talking to anybody else. Talking to Nikisha. So let's approach this with a different energy. Nikisha, I take my gratitude back out. But Stephanie sucks. Oh, oh wow. I just I like him as a good match for AJ. Johnson says after Sean and Bell returns, they should do a story where Orpheus trips them because his son Everett is missing. You know what? That would actually be really good though, because it would actually answer the goddamn question what happened to Everett. Everett Spear, Evan Spears. Thank you. Nikki said, "I hope tonight and tomorrow is better." I hope tonight and tomorrow is better. Oh, Evan Fears. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jonathan. I totally screwed up that name. I don't think I actually got one aspect of that name right. Okay. Bes- Besides DC and Jonathan, I don't think anyone else actually cared. I'm sorry. And Jess is back. I'm gonna try to sober up a little bit. Where's my damn water at? Like you said, Johnny Z was so charming. He had Lulu and Carly and Olivia. That's a little I hmm. No, Nikisha, I'm gonna sit there and say you may disagree. As a straight man, I don't think he was actually all that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nikisha, but I'm just saying. Just said, why is Alexa such a fool? You mean for representing herself? Because actually, I was actually okay with that idea of her actually representing herself until she slipped up. I don't think that she actually knew. Um, about that detail. She agreed to. Oh shit! Never mind. Well, I have faith in her until she screwed up. DC said Teresa Harley needs to be the new Sam's. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, DC, do I actually have to open up a new bottle of wine? What? You said I would wonder if you did think he was all that. I'm just, I'm just, I'm just gonna stop talking at this point right now about that. Just as no, I don't know why she was panicking about representing herself. Like, hello, you're a lawyer, but she's still. Oh, hell no! Did he really just say that? She's a better Sam than Kelly Monaco, Lindsay Hartland, like Justin Hartland, right? I can't believe he actually said that shit. You know, DC, I'm gonna need you coming to the live stream on Saturday, and you can explain that level of blasphemy. Okay, because that's what I'm gonna think that is. I'm gonna sit there and say that that's a level of blasphemy that is gonna keep me up for an extra 5 minutes. It's Hartley. Think Heartland. Is Hartley or Hartland? Are you serious, Jonathan? Are you serious? Oosh. Oh wow. Darby says, "Why don't you order a water cooler full of Moscato instead of water? It would save." I would love that. Nikki said, "Nah, DC, come on Sunday so we can hash it out face to face." Yes, DC. Yes, I agree with that. She kept his last name. Oh my stars. Oh, that's gonna keep me up and wow. I don't know why I'm over exaggerating on this shit, but I'm just still like, wow. Okay, Ron says Albert asked the chat room their take on Wayne Brady playing Reese on B&B getting real life threat, life mean real life death threats, and the baby switch storyline. He had to say that he was just playing a character. I just said it. There you go, Kristen. These, Lord. DC, are you gonna come on the live stream? No, 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 no. F for that. DC, are you gonna come on the live stream on Sunday? You coming on Sunday, right? That's what I want to sit there. Here. I don't know about this nonsense and this blasphemy. Are you gonna come on Sunday? Communication. Okay, cool, good. That's what I want to. Okay, that's what I hear. Derby says Nikisha Day is Sunday. I'm glad I'm a member again. Yeah, no, Nikisha is amazing. I I very seldom hold my tongue for people. Keisha's one of them. So to be fair, Nikisha, I was actually sitting there supporting you. Okay, I had your back that night. Okay? We're not going to talk about what we talked about, but I had your back. So just a reminder. Happy night, Lord B. He was a little, the crazy thing is, DC was a little more harsh than I was. I was like, whoa, okay, DC, might want to kind of take it down a notch there, buddy. DC, I feel like I'm gonna need a special bottle of wine for that night. That's what I'm gonna need. And then I feel like I'm gonna need a bucket afterwards. Like you said, I'd rather you didn't hold your tongue as long as it's not rude. Oh, of course not. Not rude to people I like. I'm not rude to people I like. Um, just as yeah, what we think of Tracy and Nicole. No, no, Kristen. I know. I just, to be honest, I'd also sit there and think about how much alcohol I actually had, and been like, is the alcohol influencing whatever I'm going to sit there and say, and am I going to be extra than I would normally be? Maybe says, how can you offend anyone when Aubrey is in the room, Keisha? What the hell does that? What the hell does that mean, Darby? Okay, cool. All right, DC. So clearly, I'm going to need a bucket for that night when you start talking about Tracy and Cody. So, Ron says, Nikisha, when you come on, make sure your camera is working so we can see that nice, good looking face. She is very beautiful. I concur with that. What's good, Samantha? Fair Samantha. Just says hello, no to Tracy and Cody. Well, it's funny, Jess. That's what you call put up there. That's what Kyrie's put up there. Nikisha is listen. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's the truth. So Darby says Abby is always extra even before the alcohol is being poured. I am I am normal. I am normal. I mean, apparently Darby was to talk about I was being sappy and nice and all this other stuff. Made me think that Darby was actually drinking today. Nikisha, y'all. Okay. Listen, that's true. It's true. Facts are facts, Nikisha. DC said there's something I want to say, but Bostic and Rose PG. Well, DC, you can sit there and say it on Saturday and on Sunday. On a side note, DC, you said something during our off-camera talk that I was like, I can't say it now. I'll sit there and say it this Saturday, but I thought about that. I thought about that when I woke up this morning. I was like, did he really just sit there and say that shit? Like, did he really just? We gonna talk about that Saturday. 'Cause I'm. He says I don't think I can say it. Yeah, Have a nice, Sean. I'm still um. I'm still boggled by that. Darby says you are a lot of things, Albert, but hell no. That's actually very true, Darby. No, I'm very weird, but a normal weird, a normal weird, a little less eccentric. I'll sit there and say. So, do you have a storyline that you think was worrisome? No, no, this is I can't say what it is, but I just sat there and I was just like, I woke up this morning and I was like, he really just actually say that? Like that was a Darby says functional weird. Yes, functional weird. Yes, functional weird. Yes, exactly. DC says, Robert, what did I say that you go out this morning? Yeah, I can't say it though. You see that would defeat the purpose of saying it in the live stream because I just can't believe you said that shit. Kristen says not only did he make it about him, but they re-swapped her. Ron says I would wish your thoughts on the actress playing Sheila and Steffy being good friends. I'm happy about it. Ron, I think that people have lost their damn minds. But I'm happy about it though. He says I can accept that. Exactly. Yes. Function is a new one. I would sit there and say it's more like I can't really describe it here. And since I've been drinking, I don't want to sit there and I don't want to sit there and say too much. But we'll use the word functional. Functional is a cute word. Samantha says, anyone heard of the rumors of all my children possibly coming back? I remember when Calorpa and Mark Consuelo were going to get some. Somebody spoke about it a couple of days ago, but I'm glad it's actually picking up steam. Listen, if it gets it back, I listen. I never actually got a chance to watch it, so if it gets it back if it gets it back on air, I'm cool with it. Yeah, like that because whatever it takes, whatever it takes, I'm with it. Why the hell did I actually come up with my goddamn music? Seriously? Just been listening to the sound of my goddamn voice. Justice is just right. I heard that Lifetime is going to develop an all my children movies. Ugh. The expression on my face really describes my thought about that. D King says, "Why would fans be upset about acting being friends?" D King, because people are D King. Sometimes people can act like the worst versions of themselves. They can literally act like the worst version of themselves online. D King. And I'm being mild because I only had one drink, but one will be a Christmas movie. It's actually really interesting, Jonathan. It's like I feel like I'm getting fired up, but I haven't watched a show. I don't know. He said I'd rather AMC and will likely be put the old episode to Hulu than new storylines. I don't trust. Hmm. That's what I'm saying, Black. I was like, I'm. It's weird for me to get fired up, but I'm like, I just don't like them like taking a soap opera Black and then turn into something that's like, you know. Maybe says I don't think AMC would work during these days, Albert. The new shows are made for grandmothers, not us. I don't think they would just work because they're movies, not actual show. Like a prime time All My Children show will work better than a movie. Person says, I want the networks make storylines, collections, and offer them for sale. I bet it would. I just found out that they made an official Bo and a Beautiful YouTube page. Ooh, okay. You know, Nikisha had me sold on Poor Charles. I used to love that show. What was the characters there again? Rick? No, 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 no. Allison, Jamal. Was one character named Rick or Ricky? And I'm not talking about the other. I'm talking about like the lesser known characters. God damn it! I can't remember the other character's name. Ray. Thank you. Thank you. Because yeah, because Rafe and Allison was dating. Um, Justice is one of yes, it was Rafe. He was the angel. See, I used to watch on what you call it. Just as I feel like Liz should be single for a bit. Well, given what she dealt with Ben, I totally understand. But what was the okay? What was the other characters though? What was the other characters? I mean, I know that we had Jack. We had Jack. I remember Jack. He came since I get out it. It's just I've been watching such a long time that has never fully understood fans. No, I get it. I did get it, DK. I guess because I go on social media a lot, so like I see some of the worst aspects in some people DKing. I think that's why. Yes, Caleb. Um, it was Karen. Oh, there we go. Ian. Ian. Yes. Kristen says Karen. Yes, she was Kristen. She played Livy Locke. Was laying on PC. It was that night show. I don't remember. Danny says, "Oh, we need to bring back General Hospital." Yes, absolutely. Danny, I used to love the night show. Patrick, Robin, Jason. There's some other characters on that show now, besides Jack and Jamal. Oh, Libby, yep. No, no, what was her? Her name was Tessa, right? Was it Tessa? It wasn't Libby. It was Tessa. Tessa was Libby's clone, right? I don't think it was Libby. I think it was Tessa. It was Tess. It was Tess. I know I actually only had one drink, but I'm pretty sure it was Tess. It was Tess and Libby. They were. Thank you, DK. I've been drinking a little bit, but I remember that though. You said I like Lonnie Doctor. I'm about to start looking at some of these names. Cause I don't like having names off the tip of my tongue and just not remember them. Samantha said you made me think of Tess and Jasmine like the left actress. I was gonna sit there and say that too, because I was like, let me make sure I get my facts straight. Because I know that there was a Jess and a Tess on that show, but I do remember Tessa. I think her name is Bree something, right? I wasn't saying Libby, I was saying. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's say Nikisha. I was like, I don't remember there was a character named Libby. Oh, Bree Wilson, thank you, Jonathan. D King says Livy was Kevin's daughter. Then he suddenly didn't have when they brought his character back to GH. Yeah, yeah. Then she was on Port Charles before she went on General Hospital. Okay, now Darby says, why was everyone dumping on Finn on Jay so much? He fell off the wagon once, but verbally cursed out Liz, but mostly he threatened Liz like he treated Liz like she was the best thing since sliced bread. I said the same thing, Darby. When she was going through her episodes, he was there for her. He lost his father, and people sat there and tried to trash him like he was like there was no tomorrow. Kristen says the twins are like Lyric Bones and great storylines to the front burner of both generations. One Life to Live was a great show that DC keeps at this saying that I didn't watch and got canceled. But yet, One Life to Live was the first soap opera that I actually watched. Yet he keeps forgetting about that, but that's another subject for another day. Okay, all right. I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here because I do gotta wake up early in the morning, unfortunately. But I'm gonna do my best to sit there and try to come back here tomorrow. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try. I'll let people know in the community tab if I'm coming on tomorrow. I'm gonna try my damage done. I'll let people know throughout the reviews if I'm actually gonna do a live stream tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. So we'll see. But yes, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Lashanta. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Listen, I love doing these. It's a lot of fun, and you belong here. So you're great. You're a great addition to the live stream. Thank you, Kristen. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Child with Bostic. Thank you, my friend Jonathan. Appreciate you. Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, thank you. Darby, you have a great night. Thank you for becoming a member again. Have a nice Samantha, fair Samantha. Have a night, D King. Blackmon says Daisy's arrested. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that shit. Thank you, Blackmon. Nikisha, thank you for the chat. Albert and everyone, it was so good being with you again. See the members on Sundays. Yes, join. So yes, if you can, definitely join. Because we we gonna have a good time. We gonna have a good time because DC was wilding out. So we gonna have to sit there and we have to hear all that hear that explanation. Johnson says, "Good night, everyone. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button because it really does actually help. We get new people in all the time simply by just hitting that like button. Uh, Jonathan is my Michael Baldwin to my Victor Newman, so that's my guy right there. Ron said, good night, everyone. Cardi B in office have a baby girl. Well, that's good to have new life into the world, so that's cool. You know, that's good news. I'll sit there and say that. Sit there and keep my negative opinions to myself about all the other stuff. Yes, have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, D King. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Queen Akeisha. Have a good night, Queen Janet. I know Janet was in this chat. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Anyone else on this, you know exactly where you are. Have a good night, Jonathan. Ron and Danny. All right, and I'll see y'all in the next stream. Laters.